Almond, chocolate mint, mari biskuit. Chocolate cashew, tiramisu, coklat, blueberry, hazelnut, salted caramel, peanut butter, strawberry, bebas lactose, matcha. Aduh, lagunya nggak muat. Susu Cimory rasanya banyak banget.
같이 필사팟.
Welcome back to Monitors Unboxed. Have you ever been researching your next potential monitor with your PC's render rate? How many frames per second your GPU is rendering? When the refresh rate and render rate are synchronized, the display refresh rate will adapt to the output from your PC or other input device and vary the refresh rate as necessary. Hence the name adaptive sync or variable refresh rate. You might have even seen this abbreviated to VRR. When adaptive sync is supported, enabled, and working correctly, the refresh rate of your display will match the FPS you're getting in your game, provided this FPS falls inside the refresh rate range of your monitor. For example, a game running at 126 FPS on a 144Hz monitor with adaptive sync enabled will actually see the monitor run at 126Hz instead of 144Hz. If the game starts to run at, say, 114 FPS instead, the monitor will reduce its refresh rate to 114Hz, adapting to the FPS output and varying its refresh rate. This has several benefits while gaming. Whenever there is a mismatch between FPS output and refresh rate, say running that 126 FPS game on a fixed 144Hz monitor, you will get a subpar experience in one of two ways. If you are not using VSync, you will see screen tearing as the display and GPU output are updating at different rates. When the GPU begins rendering a new frame, while the display is in the middle of a refresh cycle, where it updates the image of the screen, you'll see a tear between the two frames. This can be an ugly visual artifact, especially when there is a significant difference between the frames. If you are using VSync, which is not the same as adaptive sync, the GPU will hold back its freshly rendered frame until the start of the next display refresh cycle to ensure it's displayed fully without tearing. However, if the display is updating faster than the GPU can output new frames, VSync will cause frames to be duplicated on screen, resulting in stutter and judder as you switch between sometimes getting a new frame on every display update and sometimes seeing a repeated frame. VSync also increases input latency as the GPU is required to buffer and hold back each frame until the next available refresh cycle, which understandably introduces a bit of latency. Adaptive sync solves both issues. As the refresh cycle and render rate are synchronized, the display will not receive a new frame in the middle of its refresh, preventing tearing. And as the refresh rate varies to keep up with the GPU's output, the GPU does not need to duplicate frames, preventing judder, and it doesn't need to hold back frames, lowering input lag. When discussing the modern implementation of adaptive sync into monitors, graphics cards, and software, FreeSync and G-Sync are effectively brand names from AMD and NVIDIA for the technology. AMD uses FreeSync and NVIDIA uses G-Sync. When adaptive sync was a new technology, there were significant differences between FreeSync and G-Sync. If you owned an AMD graphics card, only FreeSync monitors were compatible, and if you owned an NVIDIA graphics card, only G-Sync monitors were compatible. However, in the vast majority of circumstances these days, this is no longer true. FreeSync and G-Sync monitors work on both AMD and NVIDIA graphics cards. That's right. FreeSync monitors work on NVIDIA GPUs and G-Sync monitors work on AMD GPUs. There is little difference in 2023. So as it stands right now, in most circumstances, FreeSync and G-Sync are simply being used as marketing tools, allowing manufacturers to slap logos on the box and add these known brand names to their spec sheet. NVIDIA tries to encourage owners of their GPUs to buy G-Sync, AMD
It's been a while since I've checked out an ultra-wide monitor, but how could I pass up on this one from Asus? I know the Alienware QD OLED ultra-wide from last year was super popular. Honestly, I kind of regret not checking that one out. This one is basically a better version of that. It is the PG34W CDM, and it's right up there as one of the highest spec ultra-wides that exist. In fact, as far as 34-inch ultra-wides go, this is as good as it gets. Now I have to say, first up, this thing just completely wraps around you when you're at your desk. Like, it has a super aggressive 800R curve, which I really do love the feeling of personally. I think if you're buying an ultra-wide for gaming and, you know, probably for desktop use as well, I say go for that more aggressive curve. I think it does look and feel better compared to something like the Alienware QD OLED, which was more flat with a 1600R curve. I'm also just so used to 16:9 monitors at this point, like especially the ultra fast and small 25-inch esport panels, that this thing feels very novel and really interesting. I'd actually go as far as saying that for every game that isn't a sweaty competitive FPS, ultra-wide is just kind of more fun. Like, and not only is this an ultra-wide, it's using a new OLED panel which can clock it up to 240 Hz. So the first game that I booted up on this thing was Star Wars Squadrons. It really kicks things into a different gear. Asus claimed 1300 nits of peak brightness, and it is definitely something that is worth testing out. And of course, I couldn't help myself, I also tried a bit of interesting to see it. Forza Horizon is something that I play on my Series X on the TV, turning this setting
hunt you down is frightening, frankly. But I will say, Palu and Nest were kind of in between a rock and a hard place, stuck in the same part of the map, in roughly the same position, and they were worried about the timing, so they decided, let's do an exploratory bit over here. Maybe we'll find somebody. Unfortunately, Nest finds Turtsta in the wrong way, and then Turtsta just gets out of there. Honestly, gotta give him credit. Turtsta is a young player with not a lot of international experience, but if one thing that we've seen from this Bleed team carries over to SI, it's that they are fearless, and fear was not a factor whatsoever for Bleed in this round.
No, and honestly, this kind of goes back to the kind of meme mentality they were talking about earlier. You know, they're not taking life too seriously. Some of these teams, you walk past them, you're like, oh, you chop the air with a knife, right? It's like, maybe you guys need a little bit more bleed in you. Reaps is going to get this hatch. And just to touch on this, folks, because I know we probably got a couple new people around. The reason we saw him hop out and get that is because you can't find him. There's no way, even if you take a 3-speed, to get an angle on that position before he gets that hatch sealed and back in. A lot of people checked this out initially when this map came out, and that's why pros have been doing it ever since. Yeah, you're sheltered from all of the spawn points, so you can run out, get it, get back in the building, and it provides huge value for you. Unless you're strapped, depending on what bomb set you're playing on, of course, but unless you're strapped for reinforcements, there's really no reason not to do it. You don't lose anything from trying. Now, Reaps is all gone in this round. The rehost eliminated all the scores, but Reaps had either almost broken double digits, I think he was at 9 kills at the end of the first half, or had just broken double digits. Now with the single kill, we are certain he's in that territory, and has looked like the biggest threat for Bleed so far. Losing him, but also losing the destruction that comes with the buck is huge. Also, he'd only been able to get off one of those can openers, which means that the only hard reach you have is the ace of Aspie. Oven is above and terrorizing these Liquid players, and they still have information on the side of Bleed on the Liquid players. As you can see those yellow pings going off down below. They might be able to find one, as there go the boogie drones opening things up, and Mentalist goes fishing to find anybody from Liquid. This is just worrisome, honestly, for both sides. Bleed gets a nice pick here. This is more than likely going to be the round going their way, because this kitchen site, it's so hard to drive.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Shh. Jet.
Shut the fuck up.
Cover going out.
Ingat mid, there's just LT.
Found them. Reloading.
Elbow.
One enemy remaining.
Side. Nice.
Reloading. If they try something, I'll see.
Anyone have bulldog skin?
Need a drop.
Me. You want? Back man. Never mind, I'll find someone like
กลับเอิญกลับเอิญกลับเอิญกลับเอิญ
you.
กลับเอิญเปิดไหมทิ้นเลยกลับเอิญ
Cover going out.
Iya kan? Kalau dito bos.
Shadows traveling.
Both sides, the got specter, the got specter.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Bulldog.
You got bulldog, you got bulldog.
Oh! What?
You got bulldog, why you don't use fucking bulldog?
Yeah. I have bulldog,
They will
but
scurry,
bro,
and then they will.
don't need bulldog.
Ako na dito sa B.
Chef, I have money in it now. Chef, can we save? Hello, brother. Omen, can we save? Omen. Hello, Omen. Are you mad? You don't allow you mad?
Shut up, Jet.
Eh.
Iya kan?
Enemy spotted A. Right there. Enemy spotted A.
Ngantuk.
Flashing.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy
Let's go.
Oh, Jet, you leave me? What?
Cover going
Yeah.
out.
I thought we were friends.
Oh, I'm low.
Stealing sight.
180, 180.
Enemy remaining.
Nice.
Spike spotted A.
Why you leave me, my friend?
สีเลย Lena, are you from Vietnam, right?
Yeah, Kafun Tap, Sawani.
Are you from Vietnam, Lena?
No, I'm not from Vietnam. I'm from Thailand.
The Hong Kong?
What?
The Hong Kong?
I don't know. Shut up.
Shadows traveling.
A again, bro.
Party's over.
Shadows traveling.
Close that door, man.
Oh yeah! Monster
Go
on
in
the
the roof.
loose!
Enemy spotted A.
Oh, yeah.
I know
3
exactly
ammo.
where you are.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
You want more? Here's more.
Oh, NT ball.
Oh, wait, I'm playing A, guys.
You don't mad, Omen, bro. Just come. Need skin you call, you use comp. You don't use comp, what the fuck?
Drop me, Jeff.
No.
Balik ka mala. Oh man.
Stop ego, bro. Omen, you want rank, you don't ego, you just call the game. You ego, you cannot up rank.
Shut up.
Cover going out.
My camera is destroyed.
Right here.
There they are.
One enemy remaining.
One more, chill 2v1.
Last player standing.
1 HP. 1 HP.
planted.
backside.
Are you sure?
Not sure.
Fuck!
Ante.
My bad.
What the fuck?
My city needs me. I can't be away from
Oh, my bad.
Moment, come, you flash here. If my camera sees someone.
We fight.
You flash here, huh? Just ready
You will
flash.
see
Okay?
better, Amir.
Here. Blinding. Cover going
Why you
out.
blind too early?
Stay inside.
Idiot.
Enemy spotted A.
Mid pushing. 80.
Going back.
Robbie.
Going B.
Duck.
Wait. I'm flanking.
Blocking sight.
Can you wait? I can kill them.
One enemy remaining.
Hey, Frank.
But what's one?
Last player standing.
Oh. Why?
Yeah.
Why you push?
Oh, GG.
Empe.
Oh,
They
to
demand
play
a
with
fight.
you, with my team so dumb. Hard to carry, so hard to carry
Yes.
ascendant. What the fuck?
One more.
Can you break camera?
Moment, come, you flash when my camera sees someone.
Tulo.
Sige, kita ko na. Robin na tayo lahat. Wait ako. Nice one, boy.
Hey!
Spike planted.
Oh.
One enemy remaining.
One side.
Cutting their vision.
Nasaan
Still
isa?
in sight.
Still backside.
Okay. Hinahanap niya ako. Okay lang ina.
Atin sige.
You might so cheat Cypher, bro. You might
Shut up, my son. Shut up.
Their backs will be towards at least one of us.
Can drop.
Request.
No, you can buy. What the fuck, you?
Whoa, you see can drop. The fuck?
Moment, can you ready flash? Ready flash here. Ah, hindi na tayo.
Get out of my way.
Fuck.
Bro.
Two. On. Go back.
Careful.
2 mid. Okay, ulti B.
Spike planted.
Oof.
Yikes. Blocking sight.
Last player standing.
Okay.
I play B, play B.
The symphony of death.
Eco, no money.
A.
Follow 1 AP.
Spike down
A.
A.
Omen jet race.
Revealing air.
No charges left.
Spike down A.
Last 12, last 12.
Turbo.
Take flight.
Last player standing.
Dalawa dito.
Spike
Bop, bop,
planted.
bop.
Dalawa default.
One enemy remaining.
Follow.
Nice one blast.
Clutch.
2 copies of nothing.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
Omen, I will tell you when to flash. Is it okay? Flash now.
Here.
Flash. Omen, please.
Enemy spotted.
เป็นมี
Party's over.
Flashing one more.
One enemy remaining.
Blind.
Flawless.
เข้าไป
Wow, so embarrassing.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts tell a different story.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, it's okay, but
I am
Drop
everywhere.
it.
Cover going out.
Ramen, I'm not putting here.
no one A.
What's out?
Spike
On block.
down B.
One more out.
Left and
One
right, left and
enemy
right.
remaining.
One's out.
Time for a break. Reloading.
Can up. Nope. I up B main.
Last round
Okay.
before the switch.
Spend
Okay.
everything. We keep nothing.
Tama dito. Flash. Interrupt na.
I will rip the
Mag-ulti yung
light
Gecko.
from them.
Don't smoke.
Nice one.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Spike down
Kill,
B.
don't pick.
Cypher missing.
I know exactly where you are.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Last player standing.
In.
Right
Wait, right
side.
side. Passing right. Oh, nice one.
Nice lang.
Switching sides.
Grabe ka na.
Act
Yeah,
on
go,
my
go, go.
intel. Don't give them time to reposition.
Hey, they have Cypher.
Wanna go A? I
Right
think
here.
A,
B,
easy.
B, go B. Cut me. I'm top five. See my Q.
Oh, okay,
Be my
okay, okay.
เฮ้ย I need your camera โบ
Cypher, camera, push out. Cypher, camera.
Tingnan mo
Very
to.
one to one.
There.
Eyes
Here.
up.
There.
yeah yeah yeah
Tingnan mo
Open
to.
cam. Run.
No one, no one. Ay, race.
He will need.
Here.
Ready?
Block the sight.
Standing ahead.
Flash him, flash him.
Enemy spotted B.
Nice one. Come. Done it.
Spikes down. I have the
Spike
spike.
down B. Last player standing.
Oh,
Okay. So hard.
Nasira trip ko eh.
Okay.
Enemies close.
Malapit.
Eyes up.
Yeah, back it. Him don't use trap. If I dead him trap. The fuck.
yeah, I think he just put down trip.
โอ้
Yes. He
so
just put
smart
down.
play
He waiting for your shock dart.
yeah oh know that oh what the fuck big win
Oh man, equal bro. I'm carry, bro. You need to win. Hello?
Oh, I buy for you till, bo. Shut the fuck up, okay?
Oi. You fucking noob, bro.
I only buy sheriff, okay, bo. You shut the fuck up, idiot.
You know money. You idiot, bro. Below me. Ui.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. You
Hey.
good. You so good, bro. I'm
Shut
kidding.
the fuck up, okay, idiot. Just let me play. You pick
You
Jet, I
really
pick
don't
Omen
know.
for you, you fucking idiot. So you shut the fuck up.
Oi, why you don't do
Percent,
it? What
percent.
the fuck?
Fuck, default. Hey, Soba! No gun!
I know exactly.
Spike down B.
1 HP and boy. Cypher.
one hit I think one hit
Last player
Putang na
standing.
ano pa.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, noob, top fragger.
Sorry.
GG.
See your mom.
Go A, easy. Recon here.
Spikes here.
Fight.
Recon elbow.
icon elbow camera there
Yes, camera, ready, flash.
Yeah, just use Bane. Accident.
Yes. I go, take
Yeah.
elbow.
Yeah, use your Bane accident. Use your Bane accident.
Shut up, noob.
Below me. You shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
Revealing area.
Feeling sight.
Oh, outlaw.
Deploying.
Outlaw.
4, 5, all 5. All 5 guys, I'm sure.
One down.
Thirty seconds left.
Dead.
80 dead.
You have recon, no smoker. Pure win.
I think play right side. Left and right. Market.
Revealing area.
O paano? 80 jet.
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
80.
Don't die, teammate
Last
low.
player standing.
Oh! Whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 oh.
I'm amped. Let's go. Need a drop. Thanks.
Whoa. One more, one more.
หันมา
เฮ้ยเกาะ
Come into the unknown. Cover going out. Stealing sight.
I'm droning side wait
Cover going out. Enemy mark.
Oh, one here.
Sleep, brother.
One more set. Sa may link, sa may link. Link jet, link.
You wanna hide?
Wait, I'm waiting
Wait
for
for my
info.
Two city.
Go, rotate.
One enemy
Yeah,
remaining.
yeah, one more.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
วินบอกพีซ
Got cam นะ5 sec
I have retrieved the spike.
แองโกแบ็ค yeah good play
Shut up. Let him cook.
โอ้บัตเทิลแฟกชัดต่อฟักอัพอินซาล็อกเลน่านูบ
Shut up.
รถเพย์เลน่าโกเพย์ซิลเวอร์นูบโกสเมิร์ฟนาวแคนวินนูบเลยนะนูบเลยนะyou okay เลยนะ
30 seconds left. Ten seconds left.
Planted the spike. My camera is destroyed.
Snack time. Sorry. Only brought enough for me.
Yalla, Gina. Here.
Last player standing.
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned, but sometimes old ways are best.
player standing.
Quiet now. Deploying drone.
Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
I know exactly where you are.
Watch them run.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
Race into the spike sites.
That Lady Knight must be ours.
Fire in that hole!
Multiple enemies meet.
Last player standing. Match point.
I feel the strain. Block it out, Omen. It begins.
Biasa bang Thailand.
Spike down mid.
Get out of my way!
Last player standing. Defenders win.
They're hacking.
Wait, can you guys like?
I don't think.
That is not game. Damn! Wait, actually good, right? That is not game. Damn! Wait, actually good, right?
Match found.
That is not.
Wow. Hi.
오빠 진짜 너무한 거 아니야?
진짜 미안. I don't know what I did, but whatever.
Okay, so here's a question. If you want the lowest latency gaming system possible, what parts do you use? Is it better to go with an AMD CPU or something from Intel? How about the GPU or the memory type, DDR4 versus DDR5 for example? Believe it or not, this is something that I actually don't know the answer to because I've never tested it. You know, we've benchmarked all of this hardware before, of course, in terms of frame rate and gaming performance, but the latency aspect is what I really want to focus on today. Now, when we're talking about latency, we're essentially talking about input lag. That's simply the delay between your keyboard and mouse inputs and the output on your monitor. Think of a mouse click, for example, and the time it takes for that to register. Almost identical here to a 4070 Ti or a 3090, but clearly there is an improvement even if it is a small one. But what about another input lag sensitive game like Modern Warfare 2? Well, very positive scaling off. 3090 still sees a bit of not far off at all from something that 7. There's even less of a difference when looking at F122, both in terms of frame rate, 1% lows, and input lag. 5800X3D, 50 here movements, and for example, one of those games, the 5800X3D, are pretty slim, about 2 milliseconds all up. The 7950X3D, though, in its current state, is a bit weird. Some games like Cyberpunk show the performance that we'd expect from a 3D V-cache processor, and in other games like Modern Warfare 2, there's no benefit of that extra L3 cache at all. So at this point, I wanted to see if I could try and fix the 7950X3D and try and squeeze a bit more performance out of it. I tried disabling the first CCD, I tried disabling the second one, I also tried AMD's Curve Optimizer, which is essentially a 200 MHz overclock at the same voltages, and I also tried faster DDR5 memory with tuned subtimings. And the results are pretty interesting. So Doom Eternal, for example, one of those games which I tested which just doesn't show any scaling at all over the standard 7950X, and this is basically down to Windows and the chipset driver not taking advantage of the upgrades that the new CPU has. In fact here, the 3D chip is a little bit slower than the standard 7950X, and even by disabling the 8-core CCD that has the extra Ultra enabled, we're not able to beat the average FPS of the 5800X3D or a bit faster. We see basically the same thing in Modern.
Notice if there was a rotate on the top of white, it looked like it was fully reinforced.
It was. And
puzzling.
There's a reason why you're leading into this, and it's because that is never reinforced.
No.
Ever. Yeah. Ever in a million years is that reinforced. And it's because of that exact scenario, Parker. Bleed noticed that that panel was there, and they planted on it. The usual spot that you plant in games, guys, is right across the foosball table from where he was. And nobody there. All because of that reinforcement. He would have been stopping his tracks if that were the case, but unfortunately enough for them, certainly not. And Nest with a nice little kill there, at least initially to lead it off, but it was definitely the bleed show as Liquid was leading all over the place inside of round 2. It's going to be a round going both of their ways through these first two. Round 3 now on the docket. And Liquid, we're revisiting, Parker. I told you earlier, Nick and I casted the G2 game that took place on this, and they were feeling themselves on Kitchen Dining as well, but do you see this stat right here? There's a reason that's still 0. It's because they lost.
Kitchen Dining has been played 3 times as of the start of this match. couple months with teams taking time off. And I mean, teams not even having a roster. Like, how is OXG scrimming? They don't have a full roster at the moment. Oh my. We'll pick right back up in just a second because Liquid is about to flawlessly go to match point here with Volt killing literally everybody he can find. And Aspie, who is actually the one who very narrowly survived a Nitro Skull earlier, ends up being the last body to pull this off.
Many souls as it takes, Lucia. Te lo juro.
Wait, what?
Turret out.
Shadows traveling.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Recalling my bot.
Wait,
Their
what?
jet is nothing on me. I got her.
Ah, di map ini. Fuck, man.
Placing sentry.
Cover going out.
Bolong.
Last player standing. Spike down mid.
Cypherberry.
Sorry. Inside joke.
Where will be, guys?
Time for a field test. Turret out. I got the spike.
Shadows
I got the
traveling.
spike.
Cutting their vision.
Cover going out.
Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
Last player standing.
Everyone note down your observations, then let's run it again. Placing sentry. They're not better than me.
Okay.
Enemy spotted. Wingman's gonna plant spike. They shot my wingman. Placing alarm bot.
Good. Last player standing.
Fix it.
Gotcha. Rash is ready. 30 seconds left.
Just let them try to catch me. Out of charges. Placing sentry. I'll show you scary moments. Enemy spotted B. Oh! I got the spike.
Last player standing.
Hey, little man, pump us up. Let's hear it.
Is this thing on? Oh, wait.
Hello, John.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
Welcome to my desk setup tour. I'm not going to necessarily hold up your time, but before we continue, just make sure you hit that like button and be sure you're subscribed so you guys can watch more content like this. Alright, let's get into it. And here is my desk setup. Sorry if I have these wires kind of dangling out. I usually only take these out for recording. My camera doesn't have mic input at all, so I can't really necessarily connect my mic there. But anyways, this is going to be my desk setup. So over here on the right is going to be my gaming PC right here. I'm going to have the specs.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
Some PC.
Last player standing.
No complaints so far. But one thing I need I thought I purchased was the NZXT packet. However, I got the regular NZXT packet, and I thought they were the same, but unfortunately, it does not have kind of like the GIF feature where you have
That tech is
GIFs and
only
stuff
as
all over
good
the
as their
place.
skill.
And
And
it
that
kind of
we
sucks
have
because
some
I
beats.
kind of only got that AIO just for that particular
I have
feature,
extra money
but
if anyone needs.
it is not present on
Can
the
I get this?
regular Kraken RGB, so kind of sucks.
Turn
But hey,
out. Here.
I think it looks still pretty good for the most part. I've essentially color matched everything except for the RGB
Here.
on the RAM, so it kind of gives a little bit of a different color to kind of, you know,
Quick peeks
isn't
now.
too monotone, you know? But yeah,
Calling
use
my
it for
bot.
video editing,
Placing
gaming.
alarm bot. What's this?
But right below that, I have my door desk right here. This is where I house a lot of my mouse and my keyboards. Mouses. I have the infamous Aria right here. Super nice. I have this mouse, which is surprisingly
One enemy remaining.
The hunt begins. It's kind of big. And right here I have the G-Wiz. This is actually very good. I still use it only if my Razer Viper goes off and it turns off. And I need to charge it. And I don't have access to a wire. I typically take this one out. And as you can see, the wire's already out, so I just put it on my desk and it's good to go. But yeah, my keyboards are in there and stuff, and yeah. Right below that, I have other stuff. This is gonna be all my audio equipment. And unfortunately, it's kind of all over the place, as you can see. I have like 50 IEMs in there, I have like 3 different headphones in here. And I also house my SD cards right here, so just in case I need to take photos or if I need to take videos that's not connected to my computer, then I would typically take out one of these bad boys to record a video. But yeah, that's where I have that. And then the last drawer I have right here is going to be kind of like a miscellaneous drawer. I house my screwdriver kit, have some keyboard keycaps, a little dust filter to dust out. Kind of cool, right? If I need to dust out my
last player standing.
This also works with my PC and, you know, doesn't have any static and stuff, so kind of like to keep that. But yeah, that's kind of gonna be my drawer right there, and let's talk about my desk. So I have my Scuff controller right here. I use this like all the freaking time. So I only use this when I play Rocket League and Call of Duty, and unfortunately those are about the only games I play on controller, but surprisingly those are the 2 main games I play. So besides Valorant and Overwatch, Call of Duty and Rocket League is my other 2 main games. So to play all that, I use my Hi-Fi Men Sandaras. So
Spike down B.
On my last video I did EQ them and showed you guys how to EQ them, so if you guys want to watch that video, it's going to be right here. Go ahead and click that link and see how I did it. And then these are going to be my edifiers. I don't know exactly what model they are, but they're perfect and more than adequate for my needs. And the power of my Sandaras,
Spike down, attacker spawn. Last player standing.
It is a DAC NAM combo and works pretty good. Has a bass boost option right here, the volume dials right here, and a power match dial just in case if I'm powering headphones that need more juice, I can press this button and it's able to provide ample amounts of power. Over to my peripherals,
One enemy remaining.
So I don't remember, I think it's the DZ60 is the motherboard, and then I added a brass plate below it. And then the keycaps, I got them on Amazon, and then I'm using the switches using the Holy Pandas X. Fairly decent. The only thing I messed up on was on the spacebar.
30 seconds left.
Spikes down.
Doesn't sound too good, but all the other ones sounds great. But unfortunately, the spacebar I kind of messed up on, and yeah, it kind of sucks. But I mean, hey, you live and you learn, right? And then obviously, you know, I'm rocking the Razer Viper, but the desk mat of choice that I'm currently using, well, I kind of switch in between, but I'm using the Lethal Gaming Gear Venus Pro. It's kind of like a hybrid pad, and I actually do love it. Kind of store all my but yeah, it's been a great pad overall, and honestly, this is probably one of my favorite pads, and it has that really nice kind of rubbery substance. It's not like your basic pad where it kind of slips all over the place. This stuff, dude, does not hurt at all. It's crazy how sticky the bottom is, and no complaints at all. As you can see here, this is going to be my audio interface. Unfortunately, I don't have any mics connected at the moment. My main mic I use right now is going to be the Fi-Fi A8 Ampe Game. Pretty good, fairly decent mic for the most part. I covered it in my last video if you guys want to check that out. But the mute buttons right here, audio quality, very good. Right here is going to be my stream deck. So this thing is utilized essentially like every minute, dude. Like, I use this to turn the volume down. I use this to YouTube, Twitch. If I need to switch.
I know exactly where you are.
Target destroyed.
Here, I press this button, And if I need to check the task manager, press that button right there.
Spike down B.
A very essential thing I definitely would recommend. I love macro keys, and obviously if I'm ever streaming, I have these 3 buttons kind of face in between those scenes, but yeah, this is a must. If you're thinking about purchasing it, I honestly would recommend just buying it used. I got this one used and it works perfectly fine. Sure, it's the first generation, but it works just as well as the second, so yeah. So the monitors I'm using, I don't remember them. I'll have them listed up top right here. Monitor 1, that's what I'm using. Monitor 2, that's
last player standing.
Yeah, fairly
Spike
decent
down
monitor.
B.
1080p 240 hertz Asus monitor, and this is a 1080p 144 hertz.
30 seconds left.
I think this one was about $300-400.
One enemy remaining.
I want to say closer to the 200.
Turn out.
It's all on a mounted Visa mount stand, and I got this on Newegg for $35, dude. It was so good. It was such a good price. I
The last
couldn't
thing
even
we'll
believe it.
see before they
But yeah,
die.
I got it on a great deal, and yeah, it's been with me for about 2 years, and I have no complaints. This is where I kind of mount my camera. So my camera goes right here. I did have a separate mount for the camera. However, I found a tripod mount is just more flexible if I need to record something real. They sound so good in my opinion, and honestly, I cannot live without them. I need to
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
Off. Do you have the Roteros in here? Like, do we have the Grim working his way back in as well? The other thing I want to touch on with Grim is
I'll take it.
those plumes are much bigger than what they come out on release. And that definitely assists a lot with keeping a few things locked up.
Found them.
Really couldn't before. So it was just a little bit more difficult to get those things on the exact target.
Last player standing.
That Ubisoft picks
Spike
up.
down mid.
These are rad angles. You remember back in the day, you used
Bot
to
coming
shoot
back.
through those small bullet holes. Now you have to make your own. Volp's eliminating turds to early on. That's the warden down. Warden is
Longbow down.
a laundry supply defense that losing turds to so early on.
Last round in the half.
Last round to use our creds and abilities. Don't waste your firepower.
There's no Jaeger on the left side. So who's going to eat the flashbangs? Basically nobody at this point. There's 9 flashbangs on the side of Liquid, and there's no warden remaining to do. Terrible. That's so bad. Of all the operators to lose, Azami is pretty bad as well. So is the smoke, but man, you keep a warden, 5 pillar, quarterback.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Strong spot. You're not gonna have that.
They come out on top of the heap anyways, Parker. What is happening? God! That was all just
Initiated. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
and they get full control of the site. There was a 3-piece from North as well.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
We were talking about how he was slowing down a little bit, right? He's older now.
Planted. Cover going out.
9 kills for him as he's keeping up with these younger guys over on.
Last player standing.
Neska's like, hold my
Delete. One enemy remaining.
Got 3.
the best clutch. That has always been
Black Dragon clip, right?
yeah, way back when he was playing
Clutch.
from like that clip, by the way.
Oh, my genius doesn't stop in the lab.
8-year-old clip.
Switching sides.
We've been around for a while.
All right.
A child who was born the day that clip happened is now in grade.
Stop it. Don't do that to me, dude.
Placing alarm bot.
I already have enough issue knowing that I
Turn
started playing
out.
this game in beta, the senior year of high school, and I'm now 27.
Oh, Sam, you're not a beta.
Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel beta. But then I wake up, I look myself in the mirror, I'm like, you're an alpha.
That's correct.
Sometimes
Are you on that Sigma grind?
I'm trying to get
Trying to
there.
get to Sigma.
Yeah, I'm trying to take some notes out of Laxing's book, but he just never lets me see it.
You think laxing is a Sigma?
I've heard. That's what Fox says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Fox, of course, is the ultimate judge.
He is.
Yahweh says it.
He has
No reason to not believe it.
the ultimate vibe check. That's what Fox is.
Nesk didn't get a 3K. It ended up being a 2-piece, but you
wanted it to be a 3K so bad.
Bot coming back. Spike planted.
Caster for a second too. I'm not just talking in general. I think one of the best things that could happen in the history of this esport.
Last player standing.
Winning a 6 invitational. Now, they have only won a single international. Spring 2018. Yeah, stuff like.
I got your back. Just, you know, from the front.
Nobody cares about that though.
Aspie's going to take a quick dirt nap. He'll be back hopefully in round 9 to readdress the situation that just befell
Time
him.
out.
But it's not just about wanting Next to do well. I mean, at the end of the day, I cast every match, Sam, like for the storyline and for the match. It is, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We casted Liquid losing together in Yanshuping. You know, like I've casted losing. I've casted Liquid losing more than any team winning, basically. But at the end of the day, Liquid winning is.
Reloading. Go get him, buddy.
I got goosebumps right now. So.
My greatest regret as a caster, I don't regret it as
Spike planted.
I casted Liquid winning a Blades.
Last player standing.
Wasn't really possible. So
We did have that opportunity in Yanshuping, but BDS, they were just... Yeah.
of course, I believe those were the words you used, and I think it was very correct.
No charges left.
Absolutely. You and I kind of brains on that one, trying to figure things out, but I will say this. BDS...
No charges left.
Just bowled over Liquid in that last round, and I was like, dude, I've never had a final call like this. Come on, give me a break. Leaps and turns, they're going to find 2.
It looked like for a moment this round was not over, but very close to being over yet again, as Liquid sunk their claws
Match point.
into
Look your
the
aim.
ripe underbelly of Bleed. Now Bleed has fought back. Equalized numbers with just a minute to go. No Finka remaining. So all damage has been done to Liquid, cannot be changed away.
Placing sentry.
Flashbangs raining out. 2 flashbangs left, but you've got to use them effectively for the next 45 seconds.
Most definitely. Volps, he's actually going to work his way into laundry, a trade here between these two. Volps, a huge moment for him, but the pre-fire, it goes so awry and it gives Turd all the information in the world. That's just a quad for Turd. What is this on the basement?
Well, Liquid had an opportunity to push into match point.
Finished.
This one begins. And Liquid pushed one by one here. This was one of the rare rounds we've seen in a Team Liquid where they didn't really work as I'll be frustrated there.
Last player standing.
Players on Bleed to punish you every single time.
Attackers win.
Answers the way that Liquid assessed this bomb site and did so. Now they go upstairs.
Apa?
This is a bomb site that Liquid has had trouble on so far.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say this in the sense that Bleed haven't been good on it, but both the Liquid defenses on this bomb site were downright bad for Liquid. Obviously, a bad team is not going to capitalize off of that. Bleed, with the way that they took map control over towards Master and then pushed through Closet, the way they were able to assess that games was completely free for the taking, read into Liquid's defense and cut through it like a hot knife through butter. Now Liquid need to figure out this site on the other side. How are they going to approach it? Well, they seem to think that the answer is an operator who is often banned and has been seldom played. It's the Ying of resets. So, alongside the Ying, you also bring